Here? Yep, right here. There we go. Weird.
Yep. Changed.
Yep, just since yesterday. Welcome, everyone. Everyone is getting plugged in here. Oh, wait, no, we're not muted. Some people are muted. If you're not muted, if you don't mind taking a second to put yourself on mute. Thank you. Welcome, Guidely community.
Yeah, hi everyone.
How's everyone feeling today? As always, drop in the chat. How are you feeling today?
It's been a day. It's been a day. A little lefty, a little righty. It's been an interesting dynamic. So I said earlier on the call that I was looking forward to this. So I am glad we have made it. So I'm excited to see all of our good friends here. Hi, Dawn and Lean and Karen. So good to see you. Hey, Tora.
It is so fun to see everyone's faces. Lindley having dinner. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Are you going to use the plate with dinner on it or a separate plate?
Good.
So awesome.
Safety.
We are so excited for tonight.
Rebecca, I love your glasses. Always the most beautiful glasses. Thank you. And Lisa's too.
So this is the end of week 1. Hard to believe. It's already been a week.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep doing something on a regular basis. So and there is an important to doing something. So 21 days, we chose 21 days because we learned that 21 days is the time where we adopt new habits. It takes us to adopt a new habit. So we thought we would use 21 days for that purpose. We're letting more people in. Excited about it. So Ron, you're making me Zoom sick again. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Is that still after EDC effects?
So we've had such a fun week. If you've joined us, you know that we are sleeping better. We're having healthier interactions with our social media. We're breathing better. We are learning that it's natural to oscillate in and out of enlightenment or in love vibration. So we're excited to close out the week with guide Melissa Reese.
Yeah.
So Melissa is known as the Pursuit Guru, and she's written several books, including The Pursuit of Forgiveness. And she will be teaching us today something very cool. I've been really looking forward to this one, an experiential session, teaching us pragmatic tools that will allow us to experience cathartic process that gives us a map and the directions for accomplishing true forgiveness. Melissa's local, so we're so happy to have you, Melissa.
Hi, thank you. I'm really, really grateful to be here. And I see that a lot of people have joined. Thank you so much for taking time for today. And speaking of time, I'm just going to jump right in so that we can hopefully stay pretty on time. So hopefully everybody saw the preparation sheet in the downloads to get ready for today. If you didn't see the preparation sheet, it's fine. Stay. You're going to get a lot out of this, and it's really not going to matter that much. So for those of you who did see the preparation sheet, hopefully you have your plate all filled out, or you have your piece of paper all filled out. And on the plate, yep, there you go. On the plate and on the paper are all of the things that you don't want in your life. The things that you want to forgive, the things that you want to let go of, the things that you want to be free from, the things that are holding you back, holding you down, holding you in place, the unhealthy tethers or the toxic tethers that are in your life. And so sometimes you need to do front and back. Sometimes you need to do multiple plates, multiple pieces of paper. However you did it is perfect. So in a moment, we are going to start the process of liberating and freeing ourselves. And there is a difference between liberation and freedom. And so I want to share with you a couple stories that I think emulate that. Maybe some of you have seen, maybe you haven't, but there's that video of the elephant that is outside in the wide open, and it is tethered to just an outdoor plastic chair, a chair that could easily blow away in the wind. And it stays there. It stays tied, tethered to this chair in the wide open. It could easily just walk off and free itself if it wanted to. But the elephant is not mentally and emotionally free. It's physically free, really, for all intents and purposes, but it doesn't realize it. And then I think of Nelson Mandela, who was physically imprisoned, sometimes chained. And every day, though, he was mentally, emotionally, and spiritually free. He exercised that. He worked on that, so much so that when he was physically liberated from prison, look at what he did for an entire country. So we can be physically tethered, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually tethered, not realize it. And we can liberate ourselves, but then we have to exercise that freedom. It is not just something that's there. Freedom is both a verb and an adjective. It is a space, a place, a domain, a way of being, a way of feeling, a way of life. And so today, the process that I'm going to take you through of forgiveness, this practice will help you to exercise your freedom on a daily basis. The plate break, that's just a little something extra. You can do that as often as you want, or the paper rip. But these processes of forgiveness are how you can exercise your freedom on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So what we're going to do is, for those of you who don't have a piece of paper or a plate, what I want you to do is, if you have a piece of paper near, just start jotting down some things that you want to let go of, some things that you want to be free from, and go ahead and just start writing them down, or anything that you want a healthier relationship with, or something you don't want a relationship with at all, however. But if you have the plate, go ahead and let's wrap it up. If you have, you got either the pillowcase or, and I already ripped tape here for myself. You either got the pillowcase or you have the heavy duty plastic garbage bag. So either way, however you did it is absolutely perfect. The only reason that we do this is because this makes a mess. And if you're already a little frustrated, it's extra frustrating to clean up the mess. So go ahead and get this tied and wrapped up as best you can. Get your papers ready.
You're taking away all the fun, Melissa.
And so this is the process of where we start to liberate ourselves. Now, some of you know of those rage rooms where people can go and they can use a bat or whatever it is, and they can just smash the crap out of stuff. Well, that's all fine and dandy. However, really what that's good for is a momentary thing where you just need to release. But typically people are not going into those to release something that's momentary. It's a buildup of lots of rage, lots of anger, fear, pain, hurt, grief, whatever it is. And what fires together grows together as far as a neural network goes. And so when you go into those rage rooms and when you're letting yourself experience that, what you're doing is you're actually igniting that already very established neural network, and you're strengthening it unless you do some sort of a pattern interrupt or process to release the baggage. So the whole point of this is to get this stuff kind of up and out, but then to actually process it through, to release it and to remove it. So if you do ever go to those places, please make sure that you practice forgiveness afterward, or do some sort of spiritual practice and process to release it. So what we're going to do is, for those of you who have a plate, we're going to start breaking the crap out of them. For those of you who have a piece of paper, start ripping them to shreds, and then we'll go into the next part of this. Ready? Start liberating yourself. Feel what you feel and experience what you experience. Go.
This is not messing around.
And you can break that plate as much as you want. Rip that paper as much as you want. Like I said, experience what you experience, feel what you feel. That's pretty much broken. You'll notice maybe your heart starts beating a little bit more. You might start feeling a little bit more anxiousness. You might start feel, however it is that you're feeling, just allow yourself to experience it. Notice it and make space for it. Just create space for it. Just notice it. And so once you have the plate broken, the paper shredded, now it's time to start to interrupt this pattern. It's starting, we're going to get to a place where we can start practicing and exercising our freedom. So go ahead and place your hands on your heart. We're going to be breathing, which is a nice theme of this first week so far, but really breath is the only thing that we have. It is life. If we don't have breath, we don't have life. So this is a way to feed your life, to oxygenate your life, and to breathe in that love and that light. So we're going to focus on connecting with our heart. That's why our hands are on our heart. And this breathing technique that I'm going to show you is derived from Chinese medicine. So you're going to breathe in through your nose. Your tongue is going to come up just gently behind the back of your teeth to the roof of your mouth. You're going to breathe in through the nose, tongue up. Tongue drops out through the mouth. And make sure that it's rhythmic breathing. You can count if you want to. In through the nose, tongue up. Tongue drops out through the mouth. Go ahead and close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, continue to be focused or just aware of your breath. Aware of your hands on your heart, aware of your heartbeat. Connecting with that heartbeat, breathing in. And as you breathe in loving, healing energy. Breathe in loving, healing light. Breathing in that love, breathing in that light. Allow it to oxygenate your lungs, allow it to expand into your chest. Very gently, very lovingly. And as you expand that loving energy, that loving light into your chest, allow your heart to pump that oxygenated energy, that loving energy, that oxygenated blood throughout your entire being, with every beat of your heart. Flowing that love energy, that light energy. Breathing in, and allowing that loving energy, that light energy to be pumped through your entire being, bathing every cell of your body. And just notice how this loving energy, this loving light starts to heal you up, healing up every fiber of your being. From the top of your head, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Breathing in this loving light, this loving energy. And whether you see it or feel it, however you experience it is perfect. Allowing this love and this light to heal you up. Now go ahead and imagine that there's a stage out in front of you and below you. And again, whether you see it or feel it, however you experience it is perfect. And for the purpose of this process, please make sure that that stage stays out in front of you and below you. Breathing in and allowing your heart to pump this loving, healing energy throughout your entire being. Healing you up with every breath, with every heartbeat. And go ahead and invite now on that stage, go ahead and place that piece of paper or that plate. And if you didn't do the piece of paper and plate, that's okay. Go ahead and place some people or some things on that stage out in front of you and below you that you want to have a healthier relationship with or no relationship at all. Allow this loving energy that's flowing through you to flow directly from your heart down onto that stage, and allow it to heal up everything on that plate, everything on that paper, or everything that you've placed on that stage. Allowing this loving, healing energy to flow so abundantly, so fluidly through you, from your heart down onto that stage. Now, you don't have to remember everything that you wrote on the paper or the plate. Just notice or feel the words starting to illuminate as you heal them up. Healing up everything on the paper, on the plate, on the stage. Notice how everything starts to become a glow, healed up with this loving, healing energy. And now I want you to become aware of all the ways that you are tied into all of those words, those things on that plate, that paper, or those things on that stage. Notice all the ways that you're tethered, those unhealthy or toxic cords, those attachments. And as you're aware of all of them, again, whether you see them or you feel them, however you experience it is perfect. Just becoming aware from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and everywhere in between all of those unhealthy cords and attachments. Go ahead and look at that paper, that plate, or whatever you have on that stage, and allow yourself this process of release, of forgiveness. And repeat, I forgive you. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Please forgive me. And make sure that you get forgiveness both ways. I forgive you. Please forgive me. And in asking for forgiveness, you're forgiving yourself. You're really releasing yourself for anything that you've held on to, carried, for any envy, resentment, revenge, fear, anger. Allowing yourself to be released. And once you have forgiveness both ways, go ahead and imagine now that either a ray or a beam of light, or you can feel it as well, comes down and is able to disintegrate every single one of those attachments, every tether, every cord. You can even imagine that there's a celestial vacuum that vacuums it all up, allowing every cord, every attachment, every tether, every tie between you and everything on that plate, that paper, or on that stage, allowing all of those to be removed, released, resolved now, completely disintegrated. And now that all of those attachments are gone, feel that gratitude, feel that forgiveness. Say thank you to everything on that plate and on that paper and on that stage. Because no matter what, you've learned something. You've learned how you don't want to think and feel anymore, as well as how you do want to think and feel. You've learned who you don't want to be, as well as who you do want to be. All of those lessons are essential and important. So feel that gratitude, thank it, and then allow it all to leave the stage. And now go ahead and bathe that stage in light, cleansing it and clearing it. Keeping your eyes closed, connect to your breath, and allowing your heart to pump that loving, healing energy, that loving, healing light throughout your entire being. Go ahead and allow yourself to walk down onto that stage now. You're safe, it's just you. And as you stand on that stage, I want you to invite out the version of you that could use the most healing today. It can be a past version of yourself or a current version of yourself. But just invite out the version of yourself that could use the most healing today. And as this version of you stands closely and across from you on this stage, allow this loving healing energy, this loving healing light to shine from your heart directly into their heart. Allowing that loving healing energy to heal their heart, to gently and lovingly expand in their chest. And allow this loving healing energy to flow up to the top of their head and all the way down to the tips of their toes. Seeing this version of yourself healing up with this loving healing energy, with this loving healing light. And as you look at this version of yourself, you see that twinkle, that glow, that light in their eyes. And go ahead and take a moment and have a conversation with this version of you. Tell them all the things that you want them to hear, all the things that they may need to hear. Remind them of how worthy and deserving of love and happiness and joy and freedom and forgiveness they are. And then allow that version of you to give a message to you. And I'll give you just a moment. Go ahead and start wrapping up, giving your message and receiving your message from this version of yourself. And as you look at this beautiful, healed version of you, look into their eyes and say, I forgive you. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Please forgive me. And getting forgiveness both ways between you and this version of you. Go ahead and hug and embrace this version of yourself. And as you hug and embrace this version of you, feel that heart connection, feel that love expansion, feel that forgiveness, feel that freedom, feel that healing. And allow the two of you to unite, to integrate into one whole healed being, no longer separation of self. Integrating that love, integrating that forgiveness, integrating that healing, integrating that sense of freedom and relief and release. Integrating that love. Feel that expansion as you are united within yourself, within love. One whole healed being. And allow that expansion to expand within you further and further and then outside of you. Feel that love expansion. Go ahead and take in a nice big deep breath and allow yourself to preserve and integrate all of these lessons, learnings, and knowings at the deepest unconscious level now. And one more nice big deep breath and open your eyes back into the room. So hopefully all of you are feeling a bit calmer, a bit more centered, a lot more love for yourself. So this is one way that you can exercise your freedom by practicing the process of forgiveness on a daily basis. And that breathing technique that I showed you is a really good pattern interrupt. And it's a really good way to start what I call the yummy chemicals flowing that will counteract the stress chemicals. So if you're feeling really stressed out, anxious, depressed, angry, fearful, whatever it is, take a step back, take a moment, connect with your breath, connect with your heart. Just breathe for 3 minutes. And if you want these forgiveness processes, they are part of my pursuit package. You can go to my Guidely profile and they are part of that package. You can purchase them there. The part of that package is also all of my books, including the workbook, as well as other meditations and recordings. But today I have free gifts for you guys. So if you go to the downloads, I've provided you with the forgiveness mantra PDF, as well as the recording of it, and the Ho'oponopono prayer, as well as the recording of it, and then some bullet points and takeaways from this presentation. So within that 3 minutes that you grant yourself for coping with life, dealing with life, for exercising your freedom, incorporate the forgiveness mantra, incorporate the Ho'oponopono prayer. It's 3 minutes of your life. And that can actually start to change those neural networks. So thank you guys so much for your time today. And I'm going to turn it back over to Shannon and Amir.
Thank you, Melissa. Wow. That was, I thought, plate breaking and shredding paper, but the impact afterwards, whew, that was deep.
Really good.
Really awesome. Thank you.
I'm glad.
So I encourage everybody to drop a word or write down one word, take away from today. I feel that I have more than one word today, but it's beautiful. I'm still looking for the words.
So we're getting some great comments. Chris says that was freaking awesome. Wrapped in a blanket of warmth. So cool. So powerful. Release. Incredible. Emotional. I had tears in my eyes. It was really beautiful. Thank you, Melissa. And I have worked with the Ho'oponopono prayer. I highly encourage all of you to download it from your portal. It's so powerful and amazing. Thank you for providing that for us.
You're welcome.
So tomorrow, today marks the end of week 1, which is crazy. To those of you still showing up every day, great job. I know that life is busy. It gets in the way. It can be easy to put ourselves last. And I encourage you and invite you to continue to show up for yourself here with us.
And for us, it's a community. So we are not the same without every one of you showing up. So thank you.
That is true. And tomorrow is the beginning of week 2. So we'll have a little bit longer session, about 45 minutes with Kamala again from the beginning session. We'll do a little bit of integration. I think there's breakout rooms, which everyone loves. And week 2 will be about building resilience, nurturing ourselves by exploring ideas like fulfilling our purpose. Tomorrow with Tim Kelly, who's an incredible purpose guide, establishing boundaries, curving negative self-talk, and so much more. So we are so happy and grateful to share this space with you. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. And
thank you guys.
Okay, and everyone off mute.
Yeah.
Let's say goodbye. Give a big burst of energy.
Goodbye. Good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Beautiful.